So we're approaching my favorite time of year, that is the holiday season. It's Christmas in our family. Others would celebrate other holidays. Today I've picked 5 presents from inexpensive to rather expensive, which would be useful for a hobbyist if you need to buy a present for your loved one, or if this is a secret Santa at work, whatever the reason. I've got 5 presents here that if the hobbyist in your life doesn't have, they would be sure to appreciate. So let's start it off with something rather inexpensive. Flush cutters. I've got 5 pairs. They range from anywhere between, this is Canadian, $8. You can find them for $8 on Amazon. I paid $18 for these ones. They are of a higher quality. Now the design of the flush cutters has one side flat and the other side beveled. The flat side will face the material that you're cutting, ensuring that the cut will always be on the surface. For hobbyists, it can be used in electronics, as I mentioned. It can be used in model making, in 3D printing, jewelry making. It has a whole host of applications. Flush cutters offer the precision needed to make intricate and accurate cuts, which will provide professional looking results. I have 5 pairs sitting on my workbench. I use them all the time. They're a must for the hobbyist. Next up, 123 block. 123 blocks, I think I paid $25-$30 for these on Amazon. I will provide the links below. So 123 blocks are machined precisely and accurately. They're called 123 blocks for a reason: 1 inch, 2 inches, and 3 inches. 123 blocks can be used as setup blocks. They can be used to check squareness. They can be used as weights. They can be used as a guide when you're gluing for perpendicular surfaces. And they're always in front. And if the hobbyist in your life doesn't have a pair, highly recommend it. Okay, heat gun. As the name mentions, this will reach in excess of 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. I've got warnings and danger written all over mine. I don't want my kids getting their hands on this. I do have it unplugged and put away when not in use. It will cause severe burns. It can be used for removing paint or shaping plastics. I use it for shrinking the heat shrink tubes when I'm soldering. It can be used to loosen rusted bolts. It can be used to seal foams, EVA foam, for the hobbyist who is building a prop. Has a host of applications. I use it constantly. It sits right beside me with my hair dryer and my hot glue gun, and I think I paid $30-$35 for mine. I'm not sure. The link is below. Speaking of hot glue gun, I've got 5 of them. I recently purchased this mini just for finer applications. Now the reason I purchased this wasn't for the size. It was for the variable heat setting. So there's a low and a high. Now the tip can get rather hot and the glue can melt surfaces if it's a delicate surface such as styrofoam, if you're gluing 2 pieces of styrofoam together. So, and when it's on the low setting, it will not melt the more delicate surfaces. So that's the reason I have a variable heat hot glue gun. They're indispensable tools for the hobbyist. If the hobbyist in your life doesn't have one, you need to get one of these. Even if they do have one, a variable heat glue gun is an essential item. I do have it, as mentioned earlier. I have it beside my heat gun and put it right beside me at the workbench. Now this is many years old. This is a label maker. I will add a link to a newer model which I think is suitable, which is a good price range. I label everything. these drawers on my desk, and you'll see that this one's labeled potentiometer. If I don't label these items, if I don't label my drawers, if I don't label my boxes, I will be lost. I won't know where anything is. This is an essential item for the workshop. It's an essential item for the hobbyist. I paid, actually I have no clue what I paid for this, it's so old, but they range between $20 and $100. So I'll attach a link below. This is a brother. It's a P-Touch D210. I think you can still find these, but there are many other models out there. Must have for the hobbyist. You need to label everything, or it's going to get lost. Even when they're labeled, I can't find half the stuff I need. The other day I was looking for my flashlights, for instance. I have a box of flashlights. I've got 100 square feet in my workshop, and it took me 20 minutes to find my box of flashlights, even though it was labeled. So without the label, I'm kissed. Now, for many, many years, I don't know, 25, 30 years, I've had a miter saw right here beside me. Actually, you know what, let me do this. All right. Now, I've had this miter saw, chop saw, for call that. It's a rigid miter saw. I've had this for 25, 30 years. I also have a Delta table saw. I also have a Delta table saw sitting in my garage, and I thought those were the only saws that I would ever need. I always had my eyes set on a bandsaw. I never thought I needed one, and I purchased one this year. It's a consumer grade bandsaw. I bought it from Canadian Tire up here in Canada. It's comparable to, let's say, the Hobbies, which are sold at Home Depot. In Canada, they're around $200, $250. You can find them on sale sometimes. I have to say I should purchase one earlier. It excels at making intricate and curved cuts. My consumer grade bandsaw will cut 2x4s. I mainly use it on plywood up to 3/4 of an inch. I use it on plastics, on acrylics. I use it on foam. I use it on foams, EVA, styrofoam. I use it on metals. I use it on aluminum. So it's my go-to saw these days. I built a fence for it. The link is up one of these sides to that project. Even the consumer grade is good enough for the work that I do. Last item. This is a battery operated brad nailers. I've had 2 other brad nailers in the past. Both of them worked with my air compressor, which meant I rarely used them in the house because the air compressor, A, takes 5 minutes to compress the air, and B, it's so bloody loud you can't use it in the house. Time saving, it doesn't make any noise, it's quick, it's pricey. I paid $400 Canadian for this one. That's without the battery. I had a few batteries laying around, so that's why I opted for the Milwaukee. Other brands make their own brad nailers. You have the DeWalt's, and even I believe the Ryobi makes a Ryobi makes a battery operated brad nailer. It allows for the hobbyist to quickly and securely attach 2 pieces of thin wood together without the use of clamps. So that's it. This is my first holiday gift guide 2023. Hopefully it won't be my last. I've been doing these YouTube videos for 4 months now. It's a slow go, but I'm enjoying it. As long as I enjoy it, we'll keep going. Hope to see you guys next year. Hope to see you guys on my next video, and hope we'll do another holiday gift guide in 2024. Until next time, guys, thank you very much. Again, the links to all these products are below. Thanks for joining. Again, we'll talk to you next time. Goodbye.
Just happened.